Foraging rules. To enhance your foraging experiences, we have found the following rules help to keep our connection to nature pure and peaceful. Rule number 1. Always make sure you are gathering the correct species. Use well-known guidebooks and apps when collecting plants. Remember, there are poisonous lookalikes with some plants. Making a mistake in misidentification could be fatal. Never eat anything you have not identified 100% accurately. Again, remember, do your research using foraging guides and apps. Check out our blog about foraging rules and tools. Rule number 2. Like our ancestors, the Native Americans, we like to give thanks to God and apologize to the plants we gather. I always feel so at peace when I add this ritual to foraging. Rule number 3. Please leave endangered species alone. Rule number 4. Be sure you are allowed to collect in the area you selected. Public land and parks are usually a safe bet for gathering. However, sometimes you may need a permit. We've never had that occur, but make sure if you go into someone's property, you have the owner's permission. Rule number 5. The 4 R's. Never forage near the following areas due to chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, toxic emissions, etc. Railroads, residential areas, right-of-ways, and roads. Rule number 6. When gathering any plants, think about the area you plan on harvesting from. Was it once a dump site? Is the water clean, not stagnant, and allowed to flow freely? Plants take in what is in the soil, and we only want healthy plants growing in healthy conditions. Otherwise, we end up eating those plants that could be toxic. Rule number 7. Respect. We don't want to damage anything while collecting. Leave as little of a footprint as possible. Take only what you will use. Only take about 20% from each plant. This will allow them to continue to grow and produce seeds for the next growing season. And when we go foraging, we like to keep it as simple as possible by taking very minimal supplies, but necessary supplies. You'll notice here we take our sunscreen, and it is organic and it is very safe. You'll notice we have Band-Aids and tissues. We also take soap and some very fabulous, one of my favorite bug sprays. It keeps the bugs away, and we use glass bottles for water to hydrate. For our tools, we have our hoe and cultivator and scissors, a foldable knife, our flint stick, our garden shovel, gloves if we're working with prickers, and a foldable saw. These we find have been the most valuable and necessary tools when we forage. And these are our storage containers. You'll notice, yes, I'm always using glass because I don't want any kind of plastic or chemicals leaching into our fabulous wild harvest. We use bags that we brought back from our grocery trips, and we use the mesh and produce bags for the berries or maybe some of the milkweed plants or a host of other wild edibles, in the glass jar as well. In our paper bag we might use for when we do cattails because they're much larger. And we like to store a lot of our items. We carry these in this great bag, and of course whatever is comfortable for you, but this we can put our tools in. And of course we have our identification guides, which are so vital to make sure that we are making positive identifications when we are gathering, because we know that that can be detrimental if we are misidentifying, and these are some of our favorites. So check these out online as well.